Well, you're the highest mind, Adam. What is everyone talking about? What is going on in 2022? Well, I guess the main things are that I banned the World Health Organization and the CDC from my continent. I don't want to get involved in Ukraine and old fuddy duddy leadership. We're just sticking to our guns on our continent and using the power of ignore to ignore our parents and their entire generation and all their national conflicts. We're going to ignore you guys over there in your national conflict. We're not going to send our troops into a Vietnam like quagmire because I'm the world's smartest man, motherfuckers. I lead every military in the world. So there it is. Da 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 da. Put that on a short. I see I can't even do it in under a minute, you know? Uh, Twitter, you are never able to communicate on Twitter very well because your language was truncated so that you would be more dumb, I guess. You can't ever say any fucking thing on Twitter. I notice whenever I go there, I become aggravated by the fact I can't ever say a complete paragraph. You can't ever talk about anything. And isn't that the reason for the platform for communication? You want to be the hub, the central hub of communication. Well, how can it be if your language is truncated, if you are shadow banned by hipster judicators that uh, feel they have no adherence to the First Amendment? You know, they don't have to obey the rules. You know, they don't have to respect free speech when they have the hub of communication. So that's all just wrong. I mean, there are many reasons I created my own platform and on facebookdie.com. I will let you all know that it's not in the Google App Store. Sorry, guys. Wah. You might have to use your browser again to come to the center of the internet. Uh, I have the new Facebook. You're just all too dumb to log in yet. And the site is functional. It's ready for the idiocracy to pour in. People are pouring in, trickling in. Anyway, it's it's just that Facebook itself it is under prism like YouTube and Twitter. It's all just under the military's wing, and there's probably a reason why I have next to no views for years on end. Since I had millions for the UFO that uh, dashed by the Twin Towers before it fell. Anyway, what da 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 da. So Facebook is tracking you on the internet. It knows every website that you visit that way. So these are tools of surveillance, just like the Onion video about Facebook, how it was satire, but it really wasn't. You know, that was so funny to all of us, wasn't it? Oh, woo. We just didn't care. We didn't care. So Rupert Murdoch back in the day, he bought MySpace in all our bulletins in the bulletins where we all contributed all the most important pertinent information to ourselves as truthers. We called ourselves. We had this era of truthers during the MySpace day when it had the bulletins before Rupert Murdoch bought it because it was competing with his media. Uh, we had another hub of communication, and I'm trying to establish that again. And you see how tedious it is uh, when Mark Zuckerberg is banning the leader of the free world it 30 days a time or complete accounts all the fucking time for anything that I say because as leader of the free world I'm always testing free speech I'm always testing the bounds of what you can and cannot say, to be that canary in the coal mine, to understand what the algorithm is censoring, what his keywords are, what is taboo in our society, you see. And you can go back into the government, and in its history it would like try to warn about constitutionalists and Ron Paul supporters, you see. Because if you understand the Constitution better than the government that is tyrannical, that knows it's become tyrannical or something like this, like, you become a threat to the tyranny, right? So anyone who is a 3%er or fought in the military with any dignity knows that they were trying to fight for freedom and personal liberty in the wake of this pandemic, and that the government was a pushover, the government became corrupt, and the military mandated that its own troops be shot up with these vaccines. Well, you basically lost all that you were fighting for right there. You were supposed to be standing up to the government right there when they rolled out the vaccines and everything. This was a cocktail of poison, and it was forced on the public. It's being forced on children just to get into school. And I'm the guy that's smart. I'm the guy that understands the corruption. I'm the guy that understands that the politicians are just dumb puppets and stuff. They're just guys that want to do their job shuffling through their job. It's not that they care about the people. They like their job. They like to convey that they care about the people, but at the end of the day, they are a politician as a career. It's not about you guys. So I have to come in as a volunteer, not getting a fucking penny, just to wake you guys up, just to tell you that, hey, America did not uphold basic rights for 2.5 centuries. America didn't understand the right to life. To even toy with the idea that abortion should be legal or not is laughable to me, because for 250 years you were supposed to understand the foundation of America, and you didn't. You didn't understand that cops can't blow people's brains out when representing the government. You didn't understand that execution was never supposed to be acclimated, and this is because you left it up to the states to decide. And when you do that, you violate the very foundation, basic rights that the U.S. government was supposed to uphold. So I'm that guy, I'm that next Jefferson, I guess, that understands basic rights. And I'm not just that, I'm the guy that understands the natives a little bit better. I understand Chief Seattle. I understand Chief Seattle philosophy when the Americans didn't. Okay? So I am a Cascadian now. I am the epitome of Cascadia, guys. I am the hub, the center of Cascadia, your king of the continent, restoring dignity to men, restoring basic rights, the foundation of America. It's a republic if you can keep it. So what happens now? I command the U.S. military to keep you guys out of trouble, because you've been getting in trouble. You're about to get blowback. If this shit goes on any further, under the guise of the war on terror or whatever the fuck you think you're doing, you're gonna get blowback, real blowback. And if you get it from any one of these nations that has modern weapons, it's gonna be very bad for us. So yeah, I'm gonna step in and I'm going to protect the people. So just like that Oregon Trail meme, you have died from American foreign policy. It's kind of funny. That's what will happen if you just let the military run amok with poor leadership. So I have to step in, take care of your leadership. I have to take care of you guys. Uh, I don't want you to get into a major conflict in the idiocracy because that's bad for everybody. I live here. I have to take care of the place now. I have to be the father for all you guys since you took away my children, since you don't understand your own fucking country. I have to be the dad for you guys, the whole fucking world now. And I didn't want to be. I don't want to be your dad. I just have to fucking be your dad because you're spoiled little cunts who like to abuse law enforcement, who like to discard the father for petty cash, to get ran through, to be a total disgrace to the international community. Women don't fucking care. They have no inkling in their brains that I could ever have a voice. They couldn't imagine that I would ever have a voice, that I would ever be important. American girls, put me down fucking here. Put me down here. You're one of the homeless. You're a fucking homeless guy. Okay? When I'm trying to teach my parents' entire fucking generation that they don't own the land, there is no property, there are no property lines, that we don't own the air, we share the air. Do you get it, mom and dad? No, they don't fucking get it. They're too American and they're gonna die that way. You just gotta let them, even the people in my age that are still American, that won't fucking let it go. You just gotta ignore them. You just gotta ignore their bullshit. You gotta ignore their debaucherous culture that puts pussy power and money before the family. Okay? When you totally discard the father every fucking time because there's monetary incentive from Big Brother, from the government itself to break up the family, calling that child support, confusing you, making shit backwards when science says that father should be there, that child's going to do worse across the spectrum compared to any normal kid with two normal parents. It doesn't get equated into women's minds that they have the power to change things back. They're looking for the world to change. They're looking for America to respect me or some shit. When do you think that is going to fucking happen? Do you think America's going to respect that I'm king of the continent and that I toppled its nation 8 fucking years ago? No, it's going to coddle its perception of history that it's been America this whole time. It's going to try and save that public perception that America exists still. That's its only path. That's its only path to its own salvation, to make America exist still, because it doesn't know how to exist any other way. People don't know how to be anything else but fucking American dipshits and retards in a feminized version of America. They don't know how to quit. They don't know how to quit going to work when they're doing the wrong job for the wrong country, on the wrong side of history. They don't know how to quit. They're too American. They're gonna die that way. Patriotism has rotted their brains. They will go single file and they will get that cocktail of poison. They will get that American mandated bioweapon and they will fucking go to the grave like that because they're that dumb. They're that big a sheep. They cannot wake up. They will refuse to ever fucking wake up because they like their money. They like their money. That's what it is. They know shit's different. They know shit's off, but they like their money. They like their job. That's all. They're oafs. That's what you call them. American oafs who refuse to wake up to the fact that reality has changed underneath their feet, that the entire world is a different world, that it's a new country, and they're going through their stages of grief. They're in denial. They're having cognitive dissonance. You're telling me my country doesn't exist anymore, Adam, and that you're the world's smartest man, and that it's a new type of government called a noocracy republic where intelligence matters, not popularity? What the fuck? What just happened? The people on the internet, well, we voted. We made our little votes on the internet. So if you take any group at random, you will have a group of people that votes for that leader based on intelligence instead of popularity. So if the guy doesn't fucking know anything, we're tuning out. We're not listening anymore. We don't care how fucking popular you are. We don't care about your elections any fucking more. We don't care who's the governor. We don't care who's the mayor. We don't care who's the president. We're Cascadians. I got a passport. Are you fucking retarded? You know, my parents don't know who the fuck I am. They don't know if I've stopped World War III or not. They don't fucking care. They're in their TV land. They're in their vacation land, you know? They're in their retirement brains. And when you see that happen, when you see that generation go into the retirement brains, that lets you know, okay, your generation's in charge now. Adam's generation, the Zennial, is now in charge now. So, here I am, guys. I saw He-Man, you know? I saw South Park. There was a moral at the end of the story of these TV shows. They kept up with reality. The new government keeps up with reality. We keep up with what's going on in the world, because if we don't, we're morons. Do you see that? So situational awareness. The military understands that. They want to have eyes on the globe. They want to know what's going on the planet at every fucking moment, so that they can take action if shit goes weird. And nobody wants shit to go weird. Nobody wants shit to go crazy with the military. So yeah, I am cool and collected with the military. Everyone can fucking trust me. I command every military in the world. So yeah, there you have it. Call me names. Call me whatever the fuck you want, but I control your military. And no, I'm not a dick. No, I'm not going to kill you. I'm not going to kill anybody in any fucking country. And that's the point. That's the fucking point. What are all our bombs and all our bullets fucking for? Nothing. They got fucking no use anymore. If there's a terrorist, if there is a group of terrorists, I will fuck them over. Do you understand that? Does everyone understand? If you are an ecological terrorist and you do intentional oil spills, I don't care what the fuck CEO, you're over. Your shit is done. Okay? There's shit we can and cannot afford. We cannot afford dirty bombs going off. We can't afford fucking DU on the black market. We can't afford chemical weapons on the black market. We can't afford certain bullshit. Okay? I don't want nations selling fucking nuclear material to each other after I invented free energy for you motherfuckers twice. Einstein said it's a hell of a way to boil water because you're fucking retards. Quit being retarded. Quit playing God with the atomic bomb. Okay? Now I become death, the destroyer of worlds. Who the fuck gave you power? And your big fucking ego. You get to be the last evil fucker that destroys the world. Well, bravo! There's your legacy, bitch. You were a coward cunt with a nuclear bomb. That's what you were. So, yes, I consolidate all national military because that reduces ambiguity. We cannot afford ambiguous warfare. Nuclear weapons going off with no fingerprints attached, where nobody fucking knows who did it, where everyone's paranoid of each other with their finger on the button, ready to go full bore, mutually assured destruction. So who the fuck is at the helm? I am. Starship Earth. So do you get that? If you're a Trekkie, you understand the importance of treating the Earth like a starship instead of a bunch of nations anymore. I want you to think about Carl Sagan. When you zoom out from Earth, we're all just in this together on this pale blue dot, guys. We are gonna survive, sink or swim, together as a planet. And our national disputes are over currency, and our national conflicts over boundaries and borders is childlike behavior. So you need a parent. You need me, guys. You took away my children, so yeah, I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna be your parent. I'm gonna be dad. I'm gonna be dad no matter what fucking country you are. I'm gonna be your dad. That's what presidents, kings, whatever the fuck, queens. Are you a queen yet, ladies? When I give you the hair test and you all refuse to shave off your narcissism, when I'm telling you that no women love men yet, we need to change that, ladies. We need to respect men again. This cancel outrage culture where we just cancel everybody because Facebook indoctrinated us with the block option. Come on, get with the times. Cancel culture is over. Your outrage culture, oh, sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. You're all little bitches. You're all little weak cunts. The women are weak in our society. They're weak socially, okay? They're weak physically. They're weak in the military. You know, they can't make it into the Navy SEALs for a reason, okay? We've coddled women to be a weaker gender, a weaker species, a dumber, weaker species. Why? Why did we do that? Well, we wanted docile, good women at home. The thing is, when you have all these women competing with men in their independence, in the workplace and everything, and we have the Rockefellers pay off in corrupt women's liberation under the guise of it all. The women don't know that they just wanting to have double the taxpayers in the workforce. The women don't know that they're still wanting to vote in a noocracy, and you're still talking about women's voting. Okay. Now, are there any women that are just as smart as me? You know, they might agree with the things that I say because they're smart, okay? I'm not dogging women at all regarding their intelligence potential. No, women are better telepaths than men are, okay? So we all have something special, it seems. Why are there no women leaders yet that are strong? What's the last woman leader that we had that was a good, strong leader? Joan of Arc? I mean, holy cow. And what makes it that way? Well, women need to focus on understanding morality. What is right and wrong? Okay? You can't be a powerful woman leader unless you know right from wrong. If Hillary Clinton is one of the biggest killers, what are you going to do? Put her back in office? Or put her back into government? When I'm teaching you basic rights and that human life is supposed to matter? She will say, it takes a village. When I'm trying to teach you about homeschooling again and keeping your families together again and having that father back in the family again. Because that's what's best for the kids. Not a fucking ocean of Christmas presents with their dad gone. You're too American. You're too spoiled. You have all the wrong priorities. You were supposed to prioritize family, not money and power. Not your power to pick up the phone to bully the dad ladies. Not the power to gaslight men so easily in a feminist gynocracy. Collectively. Holy Christ. Somebody has to bring the reckoning, you know? In a non-violent way. Because there's a lot of guys who just want to blow you all the fuck away, I bet. I can see that. I can see why. I felt those feelings just like all of you. But I have tolerance like a motherfucker. You laser beam my new country and I'm not going to fight America back. Yet. You hit me on 9/11, I'm not going to fucking fight back until I know who the fuck it is. We just have different leadership. I'm more responsible. I'm more caring. I know that we live in a psychopath society. I know it's easy to corrupt all of you, but not me. I'm uncorruptible, and that scares the shit out of them. You can't buy me off. You can't kill me. And that freaks America out, that they can't kill me. That freaks America out, that they can't buy me with money. You can't even buy me with girls if you tried. And I'm so fucking lonely on this planet with all of you. I'm so lonely without my children. You're all such fucks. You're all such jerks. You're all so shallow. You're all such cunts. You're all so distracted. You're all so full of yourselves. You're all so greedy. You're all so self-centered. You're all so weak. And this makes you suicidal sometimes. Grow the fuck up, planet Earth.